That's.
Sorry.
That's okay. I can do it like this. Alright, so I'm super happy to be here. I'm always happy to be here. I fucking love this place. I have a really funny story, and I'm going to start out with like an introduction to the story so that it makes a little bit more sense. Like, several years ago, I was feeling really weird inside and going through some shit, and I was like, I heard that mushrooms can be good for stuff like that. And I remember when I was younger and I would eat mushrooms and I would just fucking lose my shit and I wouldn't know what to do about it. And that was like totally different than now because I'm older and more mature, right? Not really, but so I learned how to grow mushrooms, and then I was like, I'm gonna fucking grow as much mushrooms as I can possibly grow. So I grew fucking pounds and pounds of mushrooms. And then I started giving them away to people and making videos, and I started an Instagram, I started a Facebook group, and then all of a sudden I was one of the best mushroom cultivators on Facebook and Instagram. Woo! What an accomplishment, right? Oh my God. So, believe it or not, I started a mushroom cultivation education company where I would teach people how to grow mushrooms all around the world through FaceTime and Zoom and all this shit. I developed a course. I have a YouTube channel called Medici Mycology, where I teach people how to grow mushrooms for free. Super fucking awesome. So I was like doing all this work, but I wasn't really doing the mushrooms right. I was like drinking all the fucking time and like not doing very much mushrooms. And then I was like, I should probably actually do some mushrooms if I'm gonna grow them. So I started doing mushrooms at home, and I would like do a couple of grams, and then I would like hide underneath my blanket in the living room while everyone else was asleep. And then as soon as I would start to peak, I would have like these little blasty like moments in my brain where I'm like, wee, oh fuck. And then, I would think about stupid shit, and my wife would come out and like be like, what? Where the fuck is he? And then I would be like just hiding under a blanket by the couch, and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, kind of, yeah, maybe, no, yeah, And then I met all of these older people online. Some of them are local, some of them live all across the world, but I met this really cool couple, and they're a lot older than me. And at first, I was like, what is going on? Do they just want mushrooms? And then it kind of seemed like that, but then they like wanted to hang out, and then I was like, oh no, are they like grooming me? Like, what's going on here? And then I like kind of got in my head about it, and I was like, I am pretty fucking hot, and still a bit huge ego, didn't do enough mushrooms yet. And then the lady, my friend, Jody, super awesome lady, she's like, hey, can you teach me how to grow mushrooms? And then her husband was kind of on the fence about it, and he's like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? Do you want to fuck this guy? Like, what's going on? Wow. And she's like, no, I just honestly want to learn how to grow mushrooms. And so I taught her how to grow mushrooms, and then she's like, okay, like my husband needs help. And I was like, oh, okay, like let's talk about it. So we talked about it. She's like, he really needs to do a quest because he's fucking dying inside. And I was like, oh, me too. And so it was a match made in mushroom heaven. And so I work up the courage to do a mushroom quest with my friend. And it kind of went like this. It was like, hey, in like 2 weeks, do you want to do a mushroom quest, Greg? And he's like, yeah, I do. Yeah, I think this would be really good for me. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This is gonna work out really good. So I didn't tell him what was gonna happen. I didn't tell him how much mushrooms we were gonna do. And I put together this combination of 3 different types of really powerful hallucinogenic mushrooms. I'm not going to name them because I'm just going to sound really pretentious and fucking stupid. But they were really good, and I was like, I've done like a couple of grams before, but I haven't done much more than that. I was like, you know what, Greg? I was like, we should do an ounce. And Greg's like, oh, okay. He's like, I trust you. Okay, so I go over to his house this one Saturday morning, and I was like, all right, we're gonna lemon tech. I got these 3 different kinds of mushrooms. We're gonna fucking make a smoothie, and we're gonna like eat some cacao and like prep ourselves, and it's gonna be super badass. And I'm like talking like this too, where I like sound like I'm cracked out, but I'm not. I'm just really hyper about like the experience. And he's like, okay, yeah, I trust you. And then he kept on saying that a lot. I think he's trying to reassure himself that he trusts me. We only knew each other for like 3 months, so it's a very new relationship. If you ever want to get really close to someone, do a fucking shitload of mushrooms with them, because you will be fucking either best friends or you will never talk again afterwards. So I make this lemon tech smoothie, and I'm like, okay, Greg, we're gonna drink this smoothie, and then we're gonna lay down. We're gonna pick some comfortable spots. We're gonna lay down, we're gonna hang out with each other. And so we're like, go lay down, we get little blankets and stuff, and we're like laying down. I'm like chilling. He's in this weird like ergo chair, like kind of next to me, but like a little bit in the other room. And we're just chilling, we're going inside ourselves. I'm thinking good thoughts. I'm like, this is gonna be really fun. I'm gonna find out a lot of stuff about myself, and I'm gonna be really divine and enlightened. And I was like, whoa. Okay. Hey, are you okay, Greg? How's it going? Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's good. Whoa. Hey, Greg. Yeah, what's up, bud? I'm like, hey, you want to get up? Hey. He's like, oh yeah, sure. He's like, I'm really sweaty. I'm really. Are you sweaty? Like, no, I'm not sweaty at all. He's like, oh. He gets up out of his cool fucking ergo chair, and he's like, I'm really sweaty, but I'm only sweaty. I'm just only sweaty right here. And I'm like, do you fucking piss yourself, Greg? He's like, did I? Oh, fuck. Maybe I did. And I was like, do you just piss yourself sometimes, or is this a mushroom thing? And he's like, no, it's definitely a mushroom thing. I don't piss myself. Very often, anyway. And then we walk into the middle of the room, we're like talking and stuff, and I'm like, who cares? I'm like, we're just at home. We're just at your house. And he's like really cool, smart, wealthy dude. Doesn't really pertain to the story at all, but we're just in this huge mansion, and we can fucking go around, do whatever, but we're just in the middle of the house, and we're just like talking. He's like, hey, I think I'm gonna change my pants. He goes change his pants. I'm just chilling. I just like start walking around. I'm like looking at stuff, and I've been here before, but I'm like little playing with stuff, and just like see little trinkets, and like picking up crystals and like rubbing them on my face, and just walking around looking at shit. And then he's gone for like a while, and I was like, Greg? Hey, Greg, are you okay? And he's like giggling, and I'm like, what the fuck are you? What's going on? I go to find him, and he's just in the bathroom, and he's like staring in the mirror, and he's like starting to like mess with stuff on the counter, and I'm like, no. I was like, oh, Greg, stop. And he's like, what? And I was like, okay. I was like, I don't know how high we are right now. I was like, one thing that I learned from another person that I did mushrooms is don't mess with resources. Don't mess with electricity, fire, water. Just don't. And any of your cool shit that you think you should play with right now, don't play with it. And he's like, gets scared. He's like, oh, what? Why? I was like, well, you don't want to break your shit. You don't even know what you're doing. He's like, don't I? And I was like, oh, I don't really know. I don't know if I know what I'm doing. He's like, well, do we need to know what we're doing? And I was like, fuck. I don't know if we do. And And then we're like, oh, okay, whatever. We just start like skipping around, and then I like turn around, and then it's a totally different house. And then I was like, where the fuck are we, Greg? He's like, we're at my house, I think. I think we're at my house. So I was like, are we outside or are we inside? He's like, I think we're inside still. I don't remember going outside. And I was like, okay. I was like, fuck, dude, I'm way too in my head about this shit. And then he like looks at me and he's like, you're gonna fuck my wife, aren't you? And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, where did that come from? He's like, well, you fucking taught her how to grow mushrooms. You're fucking young and good looking, and you know stuff that I don't know. So you're gonna fuck my wife. And I was like, are you telling me you want me to fuck your wife, or are you saying that you think I'm gonna fuck your wife? And he's like, you're gonna fuck my wife. I know she wants to fuck you. And I was like, dude, stop. I was like, the whole reason why I'm here is because we're gonna do mushrooms together so you can like learn about yourself and stop fucking saying no to shit, so that you can like take this invitation to life and actually fucking live, because you're just sitting around in your house all day not doing anything at all. And like, you're like, oh, well, I can't go anywhere because I have to fucking mow the lawn. You have fucking 10 acres of grass, dude. Hire someone to do it. You have enough money, just stop fucking mowing the lawn. It's a waste of time. It's like, well, but then what would I do? I was like, you would have fun and go to fucking dinner with your wife and like go to concerts and shit and like do other things. Like, oh, yeah, I could probably do that. And then he starts crying, and then he like, there's these two fucking trampolines that the dogs sleep on, and we're with these two giant Rottweilers that are his dogs. And then they're worried about us. They're looking at us like, what the fuck are these guys doing? And then he like falls to the ground and he's like, I'm sorry, everyone. I'm losing it. I don't know what's real. And I was like, I like literally was just like, what the fuck, dude? What do you mean you don't know what's real? Everything's fucking real that you decide is real. He's like, that doesn't make any sense at all. He's like, this is why people have trip sitters. I knew this was going to be fucked. You son of a bitch. And then I was like, dude, what are you talking about? Everything's fine. And then he like turned green and was like, looked like he was dying and shit. And I was like, dude, you're being a fucking bitch right now. And then I like stood above him and I was like, I'm your friend. I barely know you. I'm your friend. But I swear to God, this is the reason why your fucking life sucks. Is because you're fucking losing it all the time and you're being a fucking little bitch when you just need to have fun. And he's like crying, and I'm like fucking laying into him like a drill sergeant. And then the softer side of me comes back a little bit, and I was like, you know what, come here. And I like picked him up, and I hugged him, and I said, Greg, I fucking love you. It's okay. And then he like hugged me like reluctantly, and he like looked at me, and he's like, you're probably just like this all the time, aren't you? You probably fucking did this much mushrooms before you even came to my house today, you fucking lunatic. I was like, dude, no, everything's fine. He's like, I'm calling my wife. His wife is at the spa with a bunch of, with a couple of our friends, and he calls her. He's like, please come and save me. Please come and save me. This guy's a fucking psycho. She's like, dude, no, chill out, it's fine. Jesse's gonna take care of you. Everything's gonna be fine. And I'm like trying to reassure her, and then I'm standing there, and I'm like, you know what, Greg? Maybe we took too much, dude. maybe we did. Maybe we took too much. I'm like holding my backpack with there's like a bunch of mushrooms and random other shit in it that means nothing, and I'm like holding it like it's like a comfort blanket. And then he's like, yeah, why don't you take your backpack and get the fuck out of here? I like took my backpack. I went to my car. I sat in my car for a second. I was like, no, I can't drive anywhere. I don't even know if this is a car or not that I'm sitting in. I go back, I knock on the door, he opens the door, and he's like, oh, it's you again. Come on in. I was like, you know what, I think everything's gonna be fine, Greg. I think that we should go outside and run around naked in the fucking orchard. And he's like, oh, that's a fucking great idea. So we're doing that. And then the Amazon lady pulls up to deliver some packages. And I'm fucking running around naked doing somersaults. And then I pull up as she walks up to Greg, and I'm like, you want to see my butterscotch button? And then I pull one of these helicopter deals, and then Greg's like, that's my new friend. Thank you very much.
Yeah!
I really love this place, and I fucking obviously love mushrooms so much. They literally saved my life and destroyed me at the same time, and I'm so grateful. Comedy.
Got your Mark Norman there?
Give it up for Jesse Phillips, everybody.
Yeah!
When